What's good, everyone? It's Mikey T, the movie star. I'm back with another exclusive, fresh cut and all. Guys, I'm back with a breaking exclusive. Everybody knows that Gucci Man has been putting together his label, the new 1017. He's been putting together a label of some of the dopest young upcoming artists. And one of those artists today, regrettably, I've got to report that he's actually had to turn himself in. That's right, Gucci Man's newest signee, Pooh Shiesty, who was born November 8th, 2000. He's still relatively young. He's actually from Memphis, Tennessee, one of the greatest places for hip hop talent. Tennessee, Memphis has birthed some of the greatest hip hop talent. Pooh's birth sign is a Scorpio, for anybody who might be interested in that. I was just trying to find some basic information on him, and he is currently just 19 years old. That's right. So he was one of the founding members of the Choppa Gang Collective, a hip hop music group, and more recently he actually got picked up by Gucci Man. Guys, it's Mikey T, the movie star. I'm back with another exclusive for y'all. I want everybody that's watching this video to follow me on the gram at Mikey T _ the movie star. I'm repping that dedication and ambition right now. I got the Everybody Eats shirt. So everyone just tap in with the Dedication and Ambition brand. We've got an exclusive tee coming for you, actually. A shirt that is actually going to be a Mikey T, the movie star shirt, and hopefully a lot of you guys out there will support this. New people tuning in, because I don't do that many stories on Gucci Man. I appreciate y'all for tapping in. Basically, there's an article that was posted on the Miami Herald. And I actually used to live in Miami for a number of years, you guys. I lived in Miami for like 5 years, to be honest. You know what I mean? So I know what the Miami scene is like. I've seen a lot of it go down. I've been to a lot of the clubs out there. And, Gucci Man actually took up residence in Miami a while back. You know what I mean? I think Gucci took up residence there. He actually got like a trainer. He was always on the beaches. I was actually not in Miami anymore at that point. I moved back to Connecticut in 2015. But Gucci Man really, stamped himself in Florida, somewhat like Lil Wayne and Cash Money when they all went there. He made it like his new home, and now he's got this whole new roster of guys. And Pooh Shiesty, unfortunately, had to surrender himself. And that's what I'm going to be reading the report from the Miami Herald today. It's a rapper surrenders after being wanted in Bay Harbor Island shooting, the police say. So, the rapper Pooh Shiesty, an artist under Gucci Man's 1017 record label, was arrested in connection in a Bay Harbor Island shooting on Friday. This article is actually from October 13th. So it reads here that on Tuesday, Lontrell Williams, a 20-year-old rapper known as Pooh Shiesty, surrendered to the Bay Harbor Island police. Police issued an arrest warrant for Williams Saturday, saying he was wanted in connection with Friday's shooting. That's crazy, you guys. So, like I was reading, the shooting took place on Friday, and he turned himself in on Tuesday. So, it really didn't take much for them to, get the identity of who was wanted. On Friday, the police responded to a shooting in a condominium parking lot around 106 block of 97th Street. When the police arrived, 2 people were actually wounded. Investigators say the shooting appears to have been a botched drug deal between people who knew each other. Yeah, that's one of the first things I remember reading about this, is that it was a botched deal, and that it was a botched shoe sale deal, which is kind of ridiculous to me. But if you look at the nature of the things, when an artist actually gets money, when an artist gets like that big, they always go and they outfit themselves with the newest kicks. They always outfit themselves with the newest clothes, you know what I mean? So you got to imagine that sometimes when you will be going to buy some goods like that, and I'm not even talking about buds, you guys, or, you know what I mean, lean or anything like that. We're talking about just goods like belts and shoes. You got to imagine there could be some sort of altercations, you know what I mean? And this is seemingly what happened. Williams is facing several charges, including armed robbery with a firearm, aggravated battery with a deadly weapon, doing great bodily harm, aggravated assault with a firearm, and theft. So this is what's going on now. There are still 2 other subjects who are alleged to have been involved with the shooting, the police said. And that's something that will probably never actually come out, because Pooh Shiesty doesn't strike me as a guy who's a rat. You know what I mean? He's going to take this whole thing on his shoulders. And I think basically from what you've seen me read, I think basically from what you guys have heard me read, that Pooh is going to be able to get off of this one kind of easy. I think it was a situation with a, like they said, it was a deal gone wrong where Pooh was maybe trying to show an independent dealer who was, doing shoes, who was selling shoes. That's a pretty big thing. Or maybe even in jewelry. You know what I mean? I'm just speculating. But, and then it went wrong. Then it went absolutely wrong. And Pooh had to defend himself. And I'm not sure what type of further charges he could get for not identifying the other people involved. He could just say, oh, I don't know who's involved. There was nobody else involved. What are you talking about? That's how a real one would do the situation. But it's definitely a crazy situation with Gucci Mane's newest artist. Gucci Mane's newest artist facing these charges. And we already know the charges that actually Foogiano is facing from that, what happened at that nightclub. You know what I mean? It's just crazy. Gucci Mane's artists are facing a lot for a label that's really trying to rebuild itself, because in all honesty, this is the second time since Gucci Mane has come home that he's rebuilding his label. At first, Gucci Mane came out with, was it the Eskimos? Was it the 1017 Eskimos? I didn't really think that's what they were called. Yeah, I think that's what it was when it was Gucci Mane signing Rallo, and he signed Kids from the Six, and he signed Lil Wop, and then he also signed Asian the Brat. So that was his first group of signings, you know what I mean? And that was the 1017 Eskimos, I believe. And that didn't really work out. But now Gucci Mane has a new roster of artists. Right now, I think Gucci Mane has a new roster of artists that I really think can flourish, as long as they can get through these crazy legal problems. I haven't done anything in reports-wise about Foogiano, but I know he has a lot of fans out there. I mean, because I was in Boston actually one time, just walking down the street with a friend, and yeah, they were playing Foogiano's music all the way up in Boston. So it really showed me that he's actually starting to reach as an artist. Gucci Mane's doing a lot of dope things with his label, and I hope this isn't going to defer them. I hope this isn't going to push them back too much. Gucci has some other new female talent on the roster, and he's just been looking at a whole lot of talent, man, and I hope this doesn't stop him. But guys, I also want to talk to you about a new partnership that I've been doing with a brand called Non-Stop Connections. That's right, guys, it's Non-Stop Connections and an accompanying magazine, OOE Magazine. This message is mostly for the ladies out there to join this pen pal correspondent social media site. But if you have a friend or a family member that's currently locked up, I want you to listen to this as well. Welcome to Non-Stop Connections. It's the perfect place to meet not so perfect people with good hearts. Non-Stop Connections is a pen pal correspondence service that helps incarcerated men find positive people and new friends to communicate with while they're serving their debt to society. We are also actively involved in helping inmates find employment, positive programming, and housing when available in their areas. This is just a positive message that Non-Stop Connections and OOE Magazine are sending out to the world, and that's why I wanted to become a part of it, you guys. So I want you all to tap in with NonStopConnections.com. Also, I'm going to leave a link so you all can tap in with this new emerging magazine, OOE Magazine. I know there's a lot of artists out there. I know you guys probably have a story that you want to tell as well. This is a magazine that's helping inmates reform themselves. It's helping the progression of society, in my opinion. You know what I mean? Because when an inmate, when a convict, when somebody that was incarcerated gets out of jail, in a sense, they are lost. They need an opportunity to find themselves. And this magazine actually puts out several different articles that, could be responsible for a man really taking his life to the next level. Major salute to OOE Magazine. Major salute to Non-Stop Connections. Again, if you have a loved one that's locked up, reach out so you can get them involved with this social media platform. Major salute to Dedication and Ambition. Remember, the slogan is everybody eats. I'm going to leave a link to Dedication and Ambition so y'all could tap in with the clothing as well in the description, guys. We've got a shirt coming out. That's right, and it's an exclusive Mikey T, the movie star shirt, and I hope everybody watching these videos will support that. Thank you, guys.